Hello, I just wanted to check in again regarding our class and what's going on and what you have due in the future. As you know, we had our first posting opportunity that was due Friday, this past Friday by 11 p.m. And I had sent you those emails that we changed the minimum number of posts that we would read from 50 to 100, mainly due to this faulty math on my part, and because the size of the class ended up being much larger than what I was initially told. But that's fine. So the first posting opportunity came and went. Many of you took advantage of it, which I think is a really good idea, because you know that you have to do 3 out of the 6 for the entire semester, and those that did it, well, you have 1 out of the way and you just have 2 left. Again, you want to, I would try to make your, we all have our personal lives, and then we have work, and then we have school, and I know this isn't the only class most of you are taking. But you really want to try to, space it out as best you can, so at the end of the semester, you're not scrambling and trying to, do the last 3 posts, because just remember, if a lot of you guys do that, then there could be trouble, because maybe you won't be, within that 100. And so then you have to forfeit those points, and you don't want to do that. So just try to plan accordingly. I know it's hectic every semester, especially when you have work and families and whatnot, but you really want to think about that, and I really don't want you to wait until the end of the semester to do all of them. And regarding those posts, we've had wide variance in those in terms of the grades. I gave very specific instructions for the first post, and you really want to adhere to the instructions. So for example, I say, find a news article from a national news source, or you can use a local newspaper here in Arizona, and then I give very specific instructions as to what I want you to do. It's not just a summary of the article. Okay, if you just give me a summary, obviously your points are going to fall very short of the 30. These posts require some critical thinking on your part, which isn't always easy. Okay, and I want to challenge you. I want you to rise to the challenge to, think about some of the concepts that we've discussed in the text, or that you've read about in the text and maybe heard me talk about in the lectures. And then try to, relate that. Find an article that relates to that concept or major chapter thing. Okay, and then you want to, above and beyond that, you want to critique the article then in the context of that particular issue, okay, from the text. So it does require some critical thinking on your end. I don't think you could quick read an article and do the assignment in 10 minutes, or very few of you probably can. It's probably something that you have to take some time to really think about before you post it. But we've had some very good ones, and we've had some that definitely need help with, which is fine, because we're all here to learn. Feel free to, you could reply to these posts too, or maybe you want to add something to some of the posts. Those won't be graded, of course, but if you want to, reply to a post as well, feel free to, perhaps after either Jill or I reply. So maybe let Jill and I reply, and then you could go ahead and reply if you wanted to add something as well, maybe something that would maybe help the author of the post if maybe they struggled with the post. And I completely encourage that. If you could help your fellow peers in writing these critiques, please do. And in fact, what I will do when this is when we're done grading all of them is perhaps maybe the best 2 I'll repost or put it under an announcement so you have an example, something to look at and say, aha, this is a perfect paper. This is exactly what she wants. And then I think that would really help you for your second and third posts. Okay, so I'll be sure to note that and do that. One other thing, we have a quiz due this Friday. First quiz under the quiz link. You have to use Respondus. It's over chapters 1 through 5 and the Declaration of Independence. There might be a question on there, might be a question on the Bill of Rights, might be a question on the first 3 articles of the Constitution, maybe not, but you should have all that reading completed, obviously, before you take the quiz. The quiz will open Wednesday morning around 5 a.m., and then again it closes, it will disappear at 11 p.m. on Friday. It will no longer be there. So if you try to access it at 11:01, it's not going to be there. Okay, so you need to be sure and get your schedule under control for this week so you could take that quiz. There's 18 questions on the quiz. Okay, so you have a little over a minute per question, which is what I do in the classroom as well. And I think that's all I wanted to say so far. If you have any questions about the material, there is a link under the discussion board to post. Okay, maybe something's confusing, or you don't understand something, or you just want to talk about a concept. Post your question, and we can all discuss it. Obviously, I'll answer your question. Your peers can answer your question. Again, we're all here to learn and to help each other out as best as we can. That's it. I hope you guys have a very good week. Thanks.